What is the best exercise to lose weight? You know what the best exercise to lose weight is? It's actually the exercise that you will do.
Hey everybody, this is Klaus from Plant-Based News. So in this video, we're going to hear from bariatric surgeon and nutrition expert, Dr. Garth Davis. And before we play that from Dr. Garth Davis, I just wanted to mention a huge giveaway we're doing worth well over $1,000 for someone from anywhere in the world to win a free seat on the highly esteemed online plant-based nutrition course. Really hope you enjoyed the video.
I was at an American Society of Bariatric Medicine meeting. I'll talk about it tomorrow, but look at the diet they're recommending their patients. Eggs and bacon, olive, steak, blue cheese. And people don't even think about food anymore as food. They think about it as their component parts, you know. All they see are like calories or fat, or is that a protein or is it a carb? It's just absolutely ridiculous. Meanwhile, in the blue zones where people have the longest, healthiest life, no one's counting carbs. They're not walking around Okinawa thinking, I wonder how much fat is in that yam that's over there. And their weight is so much lower than ours and drops over a lifetime, whereas ours goes up over a lifetime. And when you look at their diet, the vast majority of what they eat is actually yams. The vast majority. They're a carb-eating society. So is every single blue zone. Eats predominantly carbohydrates. So we'll talk about this tomorrow. Where do you get your protein? Nothing irritates me more than that question, which is why I wrote the book. But let's get real simple on what to eat. What to eat? Easy. Eat real food. Not too much, mostly plants, as Michael Pollack said. It's very simple, it's very easy. It does in fact happen that, you know, they did that study on the Biggest Losers, and they found that when they lost weight, their metabolism slows and then they gain back weight. If you lose weight slowly with a highly nutritious, high fiber diet that stretches your stomach receptors, that sends vagal nerve signals back to your brain, you actually get full and your metabolism doesn't slow. So I've been checking metabolism on patients that are losing weight through the plant-based diet and their metabolism isn't slowing. Like it was when I put people on the high protein shake diet and they lost lots of weight and lots of muscle at the same time. It's important to get food as whole as possible. And I think this is a great example. If you look at a whole wheat, when you eat it, there's a blood sugar response, but it's completely different than fine wheat flour, which is a huge blood sugar response. So which one are you going to be hungrier on 2 hours later? It's going to be the fine wheat one because the blood sugar is going to surge, insulin's going to surge because of that, blood sugar is going to drop, you're going to be hungry again sooner. Fiber is crucial, absolutely crucial to success and to feeling full. We eat so little fiber. 10 to 15 grams is the average American. My patients, they come in, everyone's eating high protein. Everyone is eating high protein because they think that's what it is. And no one's eating fiber. And they're missing out on this idea that you could get a huge portion that fills you up without getting nearly as amount of calories. And you look at oils. Oils are a killer. So what we're going out now, I tell you I don't like counting calories, but I like the idea of calorie density. And what the calorie density says is if, I use 600, but calorie density is looking at the amount of calories per weight of food. And the idea is if it's 600 or less, you can eat as much as you want. All right? It doesn't matter. And the reason is, technically you can't eat as much as you want. There is a limit. Like if you ate if your metabolic rate is 1,800 and you ate 2,000 calories worth of broccoli, you will gain weight. But you can't possibly eat 2,000 calories worth of broccoli. It just isn't going to happen. And that's the key behind this calorie density. Now look at oils over there. Oils are a killer. They are extremely, extremely calorie dense. And it's one thing that I've found over and over in my patients when they come to me and they're, I'm eating healthy. And as I look through their diet, and especially when you're eating out, even when they give you the calorie amounts, they're not giving you the calorie amount of the oil that's on the grill that they're using to cook with. Because that's getting into the food. Oil is extremely calorie dense. And you got to look at it. Let's talk about ridiculousness here. All right. PAM cooking spray. All right. So it says PAM cooking spray, all natural. So if you look at the ingredients in there of their all natural stuff, it starts with canola oil. So first of all, there is not canola oil bubbling up from the ground, right? It is not natural. It's processed to get that way. I also have never seen propellant naturally in its natural, there's propellant. Okay, so there are 0 calories in PAM cooking spray and there's 0 grams of fat. But it's an oil. So how is there 0 calories and 0 grams of fat? Can anybody tell me? Okay, so what's the serving size? The servings, you can't see the serving size up there? It says 1/3 of a second of a spray. 1/3 of a second of a spray. So I don't know how you measure 1/3 of a second. You'd have to, I could just imagine like the one person's got to stop. Okay. But that's not what people do, right? They take that pan, they're like, oh, this is 0 calories. I don't know why I'm getting overweight. And people, the funny thing is that people are so scared, like people come into me and I'm looking at their diet log and it's just like, cheeseburger and bacon and it's just, I'm like looking, I'm like, oh my God, this diet's horrible. I said, well, let's try something different. Like for lunch, let's have a potato. Potato? Well, isn't that bad for you? I'm like, oh yeah, the potato's bad for you. And meanwhile, the potato is the most satiating food. When they did a study where they had people eat all these different foods, you can see the potato was off the chart up there as the most satiating food you can eat. There is nothing better than a potato to control hunger. So I have my patients mash up a potato and put black beans and salsa and avocado, and that's a great lunch, and they're full for the rest of the day. So I actually teach some cooking classes to my patients, and what I basically tell them is keep it simple. I mean, for breakfast, berries and some muesli cereal is fantastic, or oatmeal and berries. It's pretty, it's delicious. Salad with soups for lunch, always get some beans in there. Beans have a really good effect at controlling blood sugars over a lot of time. We have vegetable chilies for dinner that are really great, or I make whole grain pastas. I say I make, my wife would kill me if she heard me say that. The food is delicious. It tastes fantastic. This is my favorite meal at this restaurant in Houston, which is called the Macrobiotic Platter. And it's just rice and beans and steamed vegetables. And I eat that thing in like 1 second. And I am full forever afterwards. But not just, you're full. And I probably don't follow that Okinawa rule. I mean, I'm full. I'm not 80% full because it was so good. But I don't feel bad. I don't feel weak and tired. I don't have that 2 o'clock after lunch. Oh my God, I feel unreal energy for a 46-year-old guy. I feel like I could, climb mountains. And the way I look at food is differently. I can't believe what I used to eat. It was so ugly, and now it's just so beautiful and so delicious. And these are the visuals I really try to stress to my patients because it's the visuals that are so important. I always tell them, if you're not that hungry, if you're not hungry enough to eat an apple, you're not that damn hungry. So eat an apple first and then make a decision. You got a craving, eat an apple and then reassess. I tell you what, you could have the ice cream if you eat an apple and then you want the ice cream. But you eat the apple and you're like, yeah, I'm all right. And people think this diet's extreme. When people tell me a vegan diet is extreme, I'm just like, this is extreme. I mean, what they're doing, tearing up your body, absolutely destroying it with every bite, and what we eat is extreme. Real quick, a few words on exercise. What fits your busy schedule better, exercising 1 hour a day or being dead 24 hours a day? I have to have these discussions with people because people are constant. I don't have time. I can't. I hear the word I can't over and over again. So I can't, I say to people, this is my workout algorithm. Should I work out today? Yes, then work out. No, yes, you should. Go and work out. But we have to have a correct concept of working out because they don't have to be crazy like me. I like exercise because I could set tangible goals like we talked about before, and I could see results, but you don't have to go crazy with it. To be healthy, you don't have to go crazy. What is the best exercise to lose weight? You know what the best exercise to lose weight is? It's actually the exercise that you will do. All right? So if you will swim, then that is the best exercise. If you do Zumba, then that is the best exercise. If you go for a walk, then that is the best exercise. You just have to move. And the funny thing about exercise is that it's probably not even the exercise that's important. It's the NEAT. Have you guys heard of the NEAT? Non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is a fancy doctor word for saying movement. It is the movement you do in a day. So they've done great studies where they have desk workers, like people that just sit at a desk all day, and then they go and work out like crazy, do CrossFit or whatever. They're not getting the same benefit as someone who's actually getting 10,000 steps a day. So I actually love Fitbits and step counters and things like that. Absolutely require my patients to use it. Constantly asking them how many steps they get a day. I like it for several reasons. It's biofeedback, right? It tells you how many steps you're getting. You've got an easy set goal. What do we say about goals? They should be smart, tangible, achievable, measurable. You could do that with the step counters. I want them getting 8,000 to 10,000 steps. I don't care how you get it. Park further away. Take the stairs. after a while, your body starts to understand what you need to do in order to get those numbers. And they don't start at 10,000; they start at 5,000, and then go to 6,000, go to 7,000. So we have goals along the way to get to that 10,000 steps. There's a movement called the quantifiable self, which is keeping track of everything, which you think I wouldn't like because I don't like that Weight Watchers keep track of. But I like the idea of being cognizant of what you're doing so that you're no longer subconscious. And I talk about that a lot with our patients, being cognizant about the changes you're making and monitoring to see how you're doing with your goals. That data is very, very empowering. So one real quick video left here that I just want to show you, which kind of, I think, is a great way of talking to yourself about how to make changes and motivate yourself. There's a guy talking to himself here.
Okay, we're done. Let's take a breather. Gotta keep going. What? It's not the deal. I think we can go on.
Since when did you start thinking?
Whatever. So who exactly are you trying to impress? Because you're sure not impressing me. Save your breath. We're gonna need it.
Save your breath.
You can't see yourself. You look disgusting. This isn't the time to start pushing. We've got to stop. You're the one who's got to stop. Me? Me? Are we in this together or what? I don't know. Are we? I'm the one who got to see it. You're the one holding me back. Holding you back? I'm just trying to look out for us. Not like you. You just won't ditch me. Or maybe I should get rid of you. Stop running. No. Yes. 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 No. Stop. You can't go. Please. I'm done with you.
Leave your old self behind, reincarnate now. I love that. Leave your old self behind, reincarnate now. That is what I tell my patients, and the patients that are successful, I see it in their eyes. I see them realize there's a different person out there, and they could be that person. So sometimes in life, the questions are complicated, but the answers are simple. They did this huge study called the EPIC study, and they found that 5 servings of fruit and vegetables saves you 4 years of healthy life. Not smoking gives you 5 years. Moderate exercise gives you 3 more years. If you do all 3 of those, you get 10 healthy years added to your life. 10 healthy years. Take away alcohol, and that gives you 14 years. How many people do that in this country? 3%. 3%. It's simple. It's easy. Eat your vegetables. Change your life. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe for more, and don't forget about the epic plant-based nutrition course giveaway that we're doing in collaboration with eCornell and Nutrition Studies.
Everyone strives to live the happiest, healthiest life they can. But for the vast majority of us, something seems to be missing. At the T. Colin Campbell Center for Nutrition Studies, we get it. Because if you aren't taking advantage of the benefits of a whole food, plant-based lifestyle, you're not getting the full value out of life.
The vast majority of the people in the public are really quite confused about this topic of nutrition, which is pretty sad, because now we know that nutrition ought to be the premier biomedical science of the future.
You could be feeling better, living longer, being kinder to our planet, leaving a better future for the next generation, and more. That's why Dr. Campbell felt we needed a way to teach people the real science behind nutrition and how it affects our bodies, an education even most doctors rarely receive.
I thought the program was fantastic. I really loved it. You absolutely do not need to have a background in nutrition to take the class. I think that the information is very easy and accessible for anybody that's interested in learning about plant-based nutrition.
But the question remains, what exactly is it that's missing? If you've ever tried to understand nutrition, then you've seen the vast amount of overhyped, conflicting information out there. What can you believe? Our plant-based nutrition certificate program was created by the world-renowned Dr. T. Colin Campbell and his staff, in conjunction with prestigious online educator eCornell, to be scientifically based, easy to understand, and incredibly accessible. It's a 6-week, 3-part education on everything from how food is affected by big business to how an optimal diet can help prevent or even reverse chronic diseases like diabetes and heart disease.
And all that happens with plant-based nutrition is that the benefits improve with the passage of time. And perhaps the most important thing of all is that the patients are empowered by the knowledge that they are in control of this disease that was destroying their lives.
Amazing, isn't it? That the key to good health is never further away than the end of your fork. And yet so many people feel it's an unattainable dream. It's not. And with the understanding you'll gain from our program, you'll have the tools to help yourself and others stop wondering what's missing and start living healthy, happy, whole lives.